you. Good morning everyone, welcome to another video. It's a sad day today because it's finally time for us to leave Malaysia, the place that we love so much. And we are actually right now in a lounge, it's called Plaza Premium Lounge in KLIA. Just now during check-in, Dalila, which is one of the subscribers, came over to greet us and to take us all the way to the immigration counter. So nice of her. Thanks for coming, Dalila, it was really nice. But sadly we couldn't hang out too long because we're in the lounge right now because Amalia needs to take a shower.
Too much information.
Yeah, but this lounge is not too expensive. I get in for free, but Amalia, she only needs to pay 98 ringgit if I'm not mistaken, because I'm a HSBC customer. So HSBC customer gets about 70 ringgit off apparently, because the normal price is 168 ringgit, which is not too bad because if you think about it, it's only about 35 quids for normal price. And when it's on discount, it's only like less than 20 quids. It's just that the lounge is slightly crowded, like look behind me. It's pretty crowded. But the food selection is pretty good, and also the drink selection is also quite varied. If you guys drink alcohol, there's a huge selection of alcohol as well. Lots of sodas, which is very important for me. Yeah, we're just gonna chill here for about an hour and then we're gonna head on to our flight. How long is our flight? 7 hours. 7 hours to Abu Dhabi and then a 2-hour transit before we continue on the final leg to London Heathrow. So yeah, oh, and we're boarding Etihad, which is not very nice. Alright, time to go. So if you missed my previous Etihad review video, you'll realize that the food in Etihad is quite bad, which is why if you have a lounge before you board an Etihad flight, make full use of it. And thankfully this lounge offers some really good food, so we ate to our heart's content. And the main reason why we're here is because Amalia needed to use the shower, and the shower actually gives you this really handy dental kit, which is quite useful. You will see that later. After that, it's time to go! Hello! Thank you! Etihad. Okay, let's start with the positives, shall we? First, the legroom is pretty good for an economy class. And I absolutely adore the extra pockets that I can use to store my passport and my camera and phone. And check out that working power plug. Comes at the premium in other flights, but here, it's standard. And a working USB port? Get out of here! Next, entertainment. As always, plenty of new movies to keep you occupied throughout the entire flight. Conclusion? You will not get bored. Since this is a night flight, most people are fast asleep until we're waken up by this.
Sweet or salty? And of course, salty is best. Are you checking?
So as you can see, there's a sweet and salty selection for snacks, and Etihad actually charges you for it, and they are quite astronomical in terms of prices. It makes you wonder whether it's their excuse for the really bad meal service, which I'm gonna show you right now. Yeah, this is essentially Etihad meal. Just a main meal with just one plain bread, and there's no fruits, there's no vegetables usually. This time though, for the first time in my Etihad experience, they actually provide vegetables with this dish. Usually it's just rice and a piece of meat, which is quite ridiculous because this is a full service airline and you're getting just a plain bread without butter, without jam. Who does that? Looks like we're gonna take the bus.
And different industry.
I mean IT.
IT.
Yeah. We are both in IT.
Okay.
So welcome to Abu Dhabi. Leg 1 is done. It's time for leg 2. Right guys, so we're in the gate already. Something that is quite interesting is that if you're flying to the UK from Abu Dhabi, for some reason there's a clearance that you have to go through, like a security clearance, and you need to make sure that your laptops and all your electronic equipment can be switched on, and that you have like preferably a full charge, because they're gonna turn it on to make sure that it can be turned on. But for some reason we're not checked. I saw for some of the passengers, they actually had to switch on even their GoPro. And I was concerned because my drone battery is very low, and I was concerned that they might ask me to switch on my drone as well. So it's gonna be quite difficult, but thankfully they just waved us off, and then we just went in without being asked to check any of our items, because I have quite a few cameras in the bag as well. So yeah, just be aware of that and make sure you have a full charge on your laptops and all your electronic equipment. Interesting. Alright, thank you. As you may have guessed from the entrance to this plane, this is the A380, which is a much bigger plane than the 787 Dreamliner we boarded from the KL Lake. Same layout, USB port that works, functional power plug, and a coat hanger. And the legroom is also pretty identical. We decided to catch some sleep immediately after takeoff because we were so tired.
The next day.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to London. The local time here is 6:20 in the morning. For your safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the aircraft has completely stopped and the seatbelt sign is switched on. Please take care when opening overhead storage compartments and bring all your personal belongings with you as you leave the aircraft. Remember that smoking is not permitted until you are within designated smoking area of the airport. Thank you for choosing to fly with Etihad Airways, the national airline of the United Arab Emirates, and it has been our pleasure taking care of you today. Thank you.
Alright, back in London. Overall, the flight was okay. The boarding was great. The seats comfortable. So those are the few positives for Etihad, and especially the flight is always on time. The departure is on time. The arrival is usually earlier than scheduled. So that's the positive parts of Etihad. But of course, the food is really mediocre at best, and sometimes really bad. So that's the only thing they need to improve.
Baggage.
And also the baggage is only 23 kilo, but I guess most airlines are moving towards that standard right now, because even Malaysia Airlines is changing from 30 kilos to 20 kilos for the economy seats. I think as we move along, you will see more airlines adopting this standard, because eventually Emirates will not be able to sustain the 32 kilos as well, because that's quite a lot. And we wish airlines would go back to 32, but I think it doesn't make any economical sense. But yeah, I guess with that being said, I guess this is the end of the video. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you dislike the video, give it a thumbs down. And as always, don't forget to subscribe. Choose life, choose the adventure.
And don't forget us.